about 10 seconds of time code right on the front end, and that helps my editor put everything in. So we just now run 10 code.
What's the deal with this photo button?
It's just the same as up here.
Do we look at you?
And turn it on. Is it on now? Can you hear my voice well? You can't hear it? Okay. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, maybe that's not the mic. Maybe that's not the earphone then.
Well, there's two over here, but it says line mic. Oh no, then wrong.
Stick it in the hole. That should be useful.
I know, but I don't know. They just handed this thing to us. We just need to make sure that there's sound coming out, because that would be a waste of time. I'm sorry, you guys.
What's auxiliaries?
I thought that's what that is, yeah. But he hears nothing, he says.
Okay, well then put it in another hole.
Well, there is a mic on here, but we're not sure if it's.
Might fry zero off, but that's okay. It's got another one.
I don't see another hole for this to go in.
All the way in.
Wait, what's this? Is this volume? Maybe it's just all turned all the way down.
There you go.
They're both turned up to 10. Let me see the headphones. Is there a switch on those?
Yes. You are obsessed with money. But I'm successful in business. I didn't put you managing. You are changed. From
Sure.
before to itself.
Sorry.
In my arms.
Is that hot light really hot? Sure it is. And bright.
Right.
So what? I am proud to love money and love to make. And ashamed to love me.
Hold the end of that.
That's the
Oops.
You fear the world too much.
Find out who they chose.
Tell me, would you see
What?
Deb's gonna rig when she finds out who they chose to do that.
Oh, I think she already knows.
Okay. Hey, Mike.
Bonnie and Kennedy?
It's Clint. I can't get the headphones to work as far as get volume come through them.
No. Did you see the answer? Because I know we're not getting it.
I'm obviously not.
Check 1. Check. Check.
Yeah. He's doing that now.
Tell him there's static.
So I got to be able to do something on this.
Tell him there's static.
He said.
I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Is it working, Clint?
There's static.
He said there's static. He's using the mic that was in the back. Just east of downtown. I'm sorry?
Okay, hold on. He wants to ask you something. Hello? Yeah. Yeah.
10 times worse. I mean, it's so cute and so perfect. We had to start
Right.
with the dolphin.
Which one does it go in?
And
Yeah, I did that.
So you're both professional actors?
oh yeah, I'm professional.
I've got it plugged in the back. Check 1, 2, 3. Okay. What's the number, by the way? 550. 550. Yes, finally got it to work. Okay. Basically, we're gonna ask you a couple of questions, and I'm gonna put the mic in front of your face, so don't answer till I put the mic in front of your face. Okay. Got it.
While you're still talking. It's like a weird Doppler effect. Like.
Do this for me, so that we can have it for when they edit. You state your full name.
Candy Campin.
Candy Campin.
Bonnie Lewis.
Bonnie Lewis. Okay. Candy Campin, I understand that you are new to Funny That Way Theater. This is your first show that you've done with them. How has this experience been so far? I know you're just rehearsing for Bahoma, but what are the good things that have happened to you so far with this company?
I've met some new people here within the community, and I'm learning a little bit more about theater.
Okay. We'll wait for that to finish. We got a good answer before it rang. That's good. The next question, if you want to think about it, will be, where do you want to take it? Where do you want it to go? I mean, is this something that you would want to do, like, majorly, or, you know, that you can give us an answer?
Ask what other shows you've done. What other kind of performing you've done.
4th grade Annie.
You can also talk to us about how you've worked on a cruise ship before. Okay, stop ringing. Okay, next question. So how? I know that was this because you were first Funny That Way person. Well, then the next question will go to Bonnie then. Bonnie, I know that you have done a show before with Funny That Way. What show were you in?
It was the Cyber Zone.
And how was that show for you?
Well, that was my first experience, and I really enjoyed it. It was great.
What made you decide that you wanted to stay with Funny That Way? Why do another show with them and not, you know, move on to another group, or, you know?
Well, I really enjoy working with Deb Calabria, and I appreciate her giving me the opportunity to be on stage, having no experience, and I think I really need some more experience before I move on.
Do you think it's a good thing? This question is for both of you. Do you think it's a good thing to have a group like Funny That Way for, you know, for the gay and lesbian community?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What do you think, Candy?
I think it's very good. I think it gives the community an opportunity to express themselves according to their lifestyle and what they're used to compared to what society and how they operate on a daily basis.
And did either of you feel any pressure, you know, like, did you feel as though you had to be something you weren't in order to, you know, fulfill your duties here with Funny That Way? Or do you feel as though you were given the freedom to, you know, be more of a person who might not have had experience? You know what I mean by that question?
Well, first of all, Funny That Way will allow anyone to be on stage, whether you're gay or not. So that's not a prerequisite that you're gay. So in that respect, you can be whoever you are, and then, you know, have fun here. True.
In terms of, I just felt very welcomed when I came. I was invited by Bonnie right here. I came to the Cyber Zone performance, and I've always wanted to do theater. It was something, a goal, a dream before I died. Something I wanted to do was just, per se, sing and dance on stage. And I thought, you know, a neighborhood theater would be a great place to start that's small, and it's a very welcoming, community-type oriented place here in Atlanta, the back skirts of Virginia Highlands, and I feel very welcome and very at home, and I'm new at this and I'm learning a lot, but I don't feel cast out because I am new to the whole scene.
Great. So in essence, you're fulfilling some dreams and goals before you die. You're acting and singing and dancing on stage.
Yes, I am with my partner Bonnie here. We're lovers in the Bahomo. She's the niece and I'm the niece's girlfriend.
You're giving it away.
Oops. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you.
Why, it's Dick Wilkins. My dear Dick Wilkins.
Did you have to change partners today?
Never, never.
I never see you anymore. Yours is little, to you very little.
I've been working a
And
lot.
I have been displaced. You have found another that can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would have liked to,
Replaced you?
with a golden one.
Are you accusing me of having an affair?
Yes, you are obsessed with money.
What? I'm successful in business. My feelings towards you haven't changed.
You are changed. When we fell in love, you were another man.
I was a boy.
And our relationship was built at a time when we were both poor and content to be so. When you had no one and found security and excitement in my arms. Now you've grown to be more passionate about your business than our relationship.
So what? I'm proud to love money and love to make it.
And ashamed to love me.
That's the doing of the world.
You fear the world too much.
How so?
Tell me, would you seek me out and try to win me now? No. I think not. Not further your career, your success, your wealth. You can marry a woman with a dowry.
Instead of a penniless chap.
Hardly penniless.
You have no savings.
You're generous. I'm generous with my wages.
Well, charity should begin at home.
And I pay my fair share.
Well, I guess we have different ideas about spending money, don't we?
We have indeed become very different over time. All we had was a memory of what has passed. I'm sure you will dismiss it in time. Perhaps chalk it up to an experimental friendship. Sorry, yeah. Perhaps chalk it, I'm sure you will dismiss it in time. Perhaps chalk it up to an adolescent relationship, friendship, an experimental, confusing time for life. I let go with full-hearted love for you. And you once were.
What are you going to do?
Release you.
Have I sought release?
In words? No. Never.
In what then?
Your eyes. In your heart. May you be happy in the life you choose.
Bahomo.
Don't worry. I'll be gone when you get home.
Christmas. I love you.
Okay, please state your name.
Mark Cox.
Sarah Davis.
Great. Okay, Mark and Sarah, if you could tell us how long have you been with Funny That Way? When did you start, and just how long have you been here? Obviously, you're here to the present day, but how many years is that?
I've been with Funny That Way since the beginning of Funny That Way, and that was in 1990. And that's when I met Deb Calabria in 1990, and I've been with them ever since. I took a short break, but I came back.
Just about 3 years.
3 years. Okay, and basically, Sarah, what is your function, your duty here at Funny That Way?
Right now I'm the production manager for Bahomo.
Mm-hmm. And haven't you been like a person who does it all at some point?
Okay, yes, I'm a little jack of all trades too. I do the lights. I've worked on the set. I get lines.
You even were standing in to do some acting at one point, right?
Oh, that's true, but then I got malaria.
Darn the luck. Okay. Anyway, how was Funny That Way brought about? What kind of thought was put into that?
Well, originally we were all working with a group called SAME, and it was pseudo-gay theater. And there was no gay theater in Atlanta at the time. And a group of us that was working for SAME got together, and Deb and I got to talking. She was writing plays. She wanted them produced, so I said, let's just do it ourselves, do gay theater for the gay community, since there was none at the time. You know, now there's, like, gay theater all over the place.
Right, but still, Funny That Way is still one of the
like the
only.
original.
Yeah, I mean, to my knowledge, it's one of the only ones still. You know what I mean? There's like you said, there's still some around. But what was your favorite show between the two of you? What's been your favorite show so far?
Oh, wow. God, there's so many. I have to say, I think my favorite show is Homo on the Range. It was a Western, took place in Outtown in the Old West.
Cool. And Sarah?
I think Outcast of the Sea, because that was the one that I got to be a little involved with, but I didn't really have to do that much work. I really enjoyed that one.
And what was Outcast?
It was a pirate play. It was about this lesbian pirate and this gay pirate ship, and they kind of like bantered back and forth.
And then, of
Cool.
course, we come together in the end for the community.
Right.
How poetic. Okay. Okay, if anybody was interested in being with Funny That Way, or if there's anything you need, like volunteer-wise or help-wise, what can people do?
We can always use sponsors. We are a not-for-profit theater. Basically, what little money we bring in the door goes right back in production. So we have different levels of sponsorships. They could call Funny That Way and become a sponsor. We always need volunteer actors or crew people. And basically, we're wanting them at all times. So even if there's not a show going on, you know, if you're interested, give us a call, because we're always working on the next show.
Okay, is there any specific things you need right now? More actors, more sponsors?
Oh yeah, we could use some actors right now. Some male actors, please.
Okay, and what's the number, Sarah, that some people can call if they need to inquire?
It's 404-893-3344.
Great. Thank you. Okay. Let's start off with an introduction, shall we? Hello, I'm Clint Ashley, and I'm here with Deb Calabria, Funny That Way Theater. She is the director, and obviously she's a funny lady. She's funny that way. Deb has been with...
Actually, hold on a second. I need you to start that over again. Because the way you're sitting, every time you move up, your head goes out of the frame.
Why don't you put that up? Yeah, like.
Just hold it.
That's good.
Okay.
But hold on, let me.
In that case, we have to like, hi, I'm with Deb Calabria.
We're
Let
getting
it
to
just
the
keep.
side.
Is it still recording? Just let it keep rolling. That's.
Yeah.
Is it rolling?
Okay. Here we go. It's good now.
It's rolling.
Start.
Okay.
Action.
Hi, I'm Clint Ashley, and this is Deb Calabria with Funny That Way Theater. She's trying to pretend that she's straight, and of course it's not working on me because I'm gay. Well, anyway, Deb Calabria is the one of the founding people with Funny That Way Theater.
No, I'm the founding.
Okay,
person.
fine. She is the founding person, which was started when in 1990? Is that right? 1990.
89.
89. Okay.
It started as an improv comedy troupe at first.
Was there a different name besides Funny That Way? Or?
No, it was Funny That Way. Funny That Way.
And why? What was the purpose of Funny That Way?
At the time, there wasn't, wow. At the time, there was no gay and lesbian improv comedy troupe. And I was involved with a theater company, and there wasn't a lot of stuff going on in town. And I had an improv comedy background, and I thought, wow, this would be kind of cool. You know, I've never heard of a gay and lesbian improv comedy troupe.
Right.
So at that time, the market was there was no market, so.
And for both of us, we know that there's always been gay and lesbian people in theater.
Right, but not officially.
But not officially.
Right.
So, I guess, why do you still continue with Funny That Way? Why do you feel like you need to? I mean, do you feel like you've accomplished what you needed to with Funny That Way, or do you feel like
Well,
there's
I'm
still
still
a
not
goal?
making a living at it, so I guess I haven't quite accomplished
Good
it.
answer.
I mean, when I first started doing it, again, there was no gay and lesbian theater. We couldn't even get actors to do stuff. I'd have to ask friends, like, hey, and there were a few of us that were actors that wanted to be out as actors, and back then, some people were concerned that it would ruin their career and stuff
Right.
like that. Plus, the things that were on stage, I just didn't feel like they were representing gay and lesbian audiences. I mean, there was a couple of things out, but my experience was a lot of theater companies were concerned about, the commercial aspect, that it wasn't commercially viable to maybe show them, girls and girls kissing and stuff like
Right.
that. And since we were doing community theater and it wasn't about profit, we just went for it, and we just sort of went over
You
the
just
top.
took a nosedive.
Yeah.
So you've pretty much hit I guess a demographic of sorts, because from what I understand, almost all of your shows are pretty much packed.
We
you
finally,
always have
yeah.
good
Well,
attendance.
it's been a long time. I mean, there was a time we used to stand on the street and give away tickets for free. Just please come see us. And but now, we have a really good following. I mean, it's been a lot of years, and we've done a lot of shows.
And what kind of shows do you do? Are most of them have a theme, or is there like a common?
Well, gay is a pretty strong theme. I seem to, gay and
Right.
lesbian stuff seems to kind of jump out there. I've done a couple of parodies. I mean, where we've taken, what I've tried to do is sort of recreate all classics and genres into gay stuff. Like, we did the Western, and it was Homo on the Range, and took the sheriff and made her a lesbian, and same thing with, gosh, what else have I done? Come-A-Lot.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What about your next project that you're working on with Funny That Way?
Bahomo?
Bahomo.
Right, yeah, that's the Charles Dickens classic. So that's where, Bob Cratchit, him and Tiny Tim, in the original play, they're father and son,
Right.
but they're lovers in this thing.
So they're really daddy and son.
Daddy and son, kind of like that, yeah, exactly. You would know, wouldn't you?
Yeah. What about what is the main character's name?
Screwed.
Screwed.
On my knees, Sir Screwed. Ebenezer Scrooge, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is funny. Funny that way. And you've got some other projects on your hands too as well. What else are you doing?
Oh, on my hands projects? Well, there's. No, you want to talk about her, do you? I'm also doing a play at Georgia State University and Psycho Beach Party. And that's, I think they chose me because that material is kind of out there and gay.
It has
and
a
crazy.
gay.
Yeah, very
gaze.
campy, fun.
What about, do you do something on Wednesdays or something with a group
I
of
work
people?
with paraplegics. I've been doing that for about 6 or 7 years, and that's at Spinal Shepherd Center. And I have a comedy improv troupe with them. And, of course, they don't do stand-up comedy. That's what we say.
They do sit-down comedy.
Yeah, sit-down comedy. And and I've worked with Fulton County Jail. I mean, my specialty is gay and lesbian because I, am one. Well, I'm not gay. Well, I am gay. Well, how does that work anyway? Is that redundant? Like a gay lesbian, would that be?
I think it would be redundant.
Yeah, so, okay, so I'm a lesbian. Right. And a lot of my friends are gay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's my main focus. It's a great way to meet women. And
in jail.
in jail, right. And then really what I want to do is just get all underserved communities, voices that don't, people and voices that don't normally, be on stage. It's not really I'm not looking for the Broadway hit, I'd rather just be doing theater and involving people in theater and giving opportunities.
And Funny That Way has a policy of all-inclusive just know, you don't have to have experience. You can come as
Yeah,
you
well,
are.
actually, as me as a director, I mean, it's something, the policy I always have with auditions is that anybody that wants to be in the play can be in. I'll figure it out. I'll get them on stage. I don't guarantee that they'll have a part, big lines or anything. But I've been doing that ever since I've done this, and it works. I mean, usually people start weeding themselves out.
Right.
Yeah, you can be in the play, by the third week.
You got those people who really want to do it,
Right.
and then they don't really want
Yeah,
to.
so I don't really have to say no. They end up sort of eliminating themselves. Oh, they're a nice guy. Well, for a little while, at least the initial.
Right. Cool. Well, where do you hope to take this? I mean, where do you see this in the next 5
Well,
years,
of
10
course, by
years,
now
or
I
how
thought
many?
I'd be there, wherever that is. I mean, my dream.
Do you feel as though you've gotten to a
I
certain
think I
point?
have. I mean, I feel like I'm living my dream. I mean, I want to have a space. I got that. I've got a theater company. Pretty good, solid circle of friends, that do theater, because that's pretty much all I think. It's my passion. And I mean, eventually, I have a dream. I want to be in a church or a school, and I really do want to do. I want to have a theater school, and offer classes, playwriting classes, and acting classes, and work with the elderly community and homeless, and I just have a lot of wild dreams like that about kind of theater.
That's cool.
I guess we're all out to save the world, and I think theater can do it.
Yeah,
And
it
has.
can, actually.
I've seen
I
it
think
save
so.
people's lives, actually.
Yeah.
I think mine. I think there was a couple times I was ready to go, and I got a show. Show must go on.
Right. Yeah, because it wasn't rolling. Okay. The show Bahomo is the start of your new season.
Yeah, this is our 11th season, 12th year, whatever, something like that. And yeah, we're opening it with Bahomo. It's a brand new play that I just wrote, the Christmas classic. But we already did that. We talked about Charles Dickens. Okay. It's opening on Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
Preview. Thursday night.
Thursday night, Thanksgiving night.
Thursday, I'll be running Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays through December 16th.
Okay.
And it's at the Funny That Way Theater, Studio B.
And what's that physical address?
731 Highland Avenue. Call 404-893-3344 for more information.
And what about your Psycho Beach Party? When is that open?
That's at Georgia State. That's opening November 9th, 2 weeks before then.
How can they get information for those tickets? Just call.
I guess,
the
call Georgia State University Players.
Look it up in the phone book.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't you have something for the spring as well that we can look forward to?
Yes, we're going to be doing Out in the Woods. It's fairy tales, gay fairy tales, of course. Gay and lesbian fairy tales, I guess.
Who would have guessed?
Yeah, right.
And so is it like a collection of different fairy tales?
Yes. It's there's Snow White and Six Dykes. There's a story about a frog that turned Princess Charming and a princess.
That's great. And so is that going to be physically outside somewhere in a park, or is it going to be inside in a studio? Do we know?
Physically outside. Did you just come up with that idea, or is there a rumor going? That's a great idea. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think we've rented the botanical gardens. I don't know.
I thought I had heard that it was going to be outside.
That's a great idea.
In like a park,
in
like,
the woods,
like theater in the park or somewhere.
I think we'll do that. That is a great idea.
You heard it here
Yeah,
first.
that's right. Are you available?
Please make that.
What are you doing in the spring? Are you gonna be on your boat?
Yeah, I'll be on a cruise ship.
Oh, it must be nice to get paid for it.
Yeah, it does actually. So anyway, if you want to catch Bahomo or Psycho Beach Party with Deb Calabria as the director, please call. Thanks. Thank you.